Hey, how y'all doing out there? This is Brother Gene. I wanted to do a video comment on a post that I put on here. I'm going to do this in what little time the Lord gives me on here. Uh, there was a lot of people that agreed with me. There was a lot of people that disagreed with me, and that's perfectly fine. That's okay. They did it in a civil way, and I understand that, and I respect that. You know, not everybody has to agree with everybody, but there were some that sent me nasty messages and tried to have my base Facebook pulled and said that if they saw me out here, saw me out there, they were going to take care of business. Well, you better bring you a big stick. Uh, I don't take kindly to threats or threats against my family, and I'm just a I'm just me. Anybody that knows me will tell you exactly how I am. I'll tell you like it is. I'll tell you in love, and if it hurts your feelings, I'm sorry. But I'm honest. I try to be as honest as I can. I don't sugarcoat nothing. It is what it is, and that's the way it is. And a lot of people, that's the problem today. A lot of people can't handle the truth. The truth of the matter is what I was speaking of, though, not to get off topic, was churches and so-called people of God that take advantage of people, that idolize, make promises, threaten, make you feel bad because maybe you don't have the money to give. You know, an old man of God told me one time some years ago, always told me that if God laid it on a person's heart to give you money, that person will. Because God's not going to let you do without. And am I saying that it's wrong to take money or paying a pastor or keeping up the house of God? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is it is wrong when you try to swindle, threaten, connive, lie your way in order to get money out of somebody that may not be able to give it, that may not be so biblically into the Bible, or their knowledge of the Bible may not be so forward to it. And it also says in the Bible that Jesus walked in and turned the money changers' tables over and said, "My Father's house is a house of prayer, and y'all made it a den of thieves." Well, I've made a lot of people upset with the post that I put on here. And you know what? I'm a son of a king, and Jesus lives in me. And he was just turning some tables over. And if you got a problem with that, then you need to take it up with him. Uh, I'm sorry, but the truth is the truth. Um, Real quick story. I saw an old lady one time. She put what little money she had in the offering plate, and this so-called man of God, which wasn't a man of God, uh, had her crying and everything and under conviction, and just he knew how to play the heartstrings just right. He was a hustler. It's exactly what he was. And he knew exactly what he was doing. And how did I know? And he almost fooled me, which was pretty hard to do. But then there was something he'd done. After he said he prayed with the lady, didn't really have time, kind of rolled his eyes a little bit when he looked away, but he didn't see me standing there. Rolled his eyes and kind of smiled, and then reached into the pot and pulled the money out and stuck it in his pocket. A person like that needs to be took behind a woodshed somewhere and his legs strapped with a wooden switch. But they're all in churches today. The men and women of God that to call themselves God aren't. They're nothing but a bunch of hustlers stealers, liars, snake in the grass. They're like mangy dogs. That's exactly what they are. If a man and a woman is led to give to you, God lays it on their heart, they'll do it. Yes, there is that commandment of 10%, and I agree with that. I really do. That's my opinion. I do agree with it, but it seems like a lot of the 9%'s going into the pockets of those that really don't need it, if you know what I'm saying, and only giving 1% to God. And there was a little talk about the welfare system. Listen, real quick. There's nothing wrong with the welfare system. There's nothing wrong with having public assistance. There is something wrong when you're just plain out lazy and don't want to work. Okay? If you don't want to work, that's your business. Get off the system. Because there are people out there that could use it. And for those that are going out and trading their food stamps for beer and wine and cigarettes and letting their kids starve, yeah, you know who you are. You need to be took behind a woodshed too. Well, that's the way it is, you know, point blank. You know, I mean, I got some emails that Brother Gene, you need to love them. I do love them. Let me tell you something. If my son done something wrong, I'd spank his butt. I don't do it because I like to. I do it because it has to be done. It's the right thing to do. And I've had my son come up to me and say, "You know what, Pop? I really messed up. Thanks for tanning my hide." And for the people that have been trying to get my Facebook closed, trying to get my videos down, trying to get my music took off the internet, you know who you are. And I'm just smiling. God bless you. Thank you for proving my point. I'm not the one you got to answer to. It had. It'll be it. And all I can do is smile and say, Jesus loves you, and you know the truth. And the truth shall set you free. Truly, indeed. So if you are a swindler, a hustler, a lazy, good-for-nothing bum, there is salvation for you. Man up. Be a man. Woman up. Be a woman. Stand your ground with Jesus. And be what God has called you to be. Thank you.